Good day everyone, this is Mark TV and sa video na to ay i-discuss natin about law of sines. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so yung law of sines ay ginagamit para isolve natin yung parts ng oblique triangle. So ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng oblique triangle? It is a triangle that has no right angle and it can be used to solve missing parts of a triangle. So, ibig sabihin po, pag sinabing oblique triangle, ito yung triangle that has no right angle. Ibig sabihin, none of the angles of the triangle measures 90 degrees. So, ito po yung examples ng oblique triangle. So, there are two kinds of oblique triangle. Maaring lahat ng angles ng triangle ay acute, kagaya nito, no? Or, maaring isa sa angles ng triangle ay obtuse. But either way, none of the angles of the triangle measures 90 degrees. So, ang tawag sa mga triangle na ito ay oblique triangle. And yung term kasi nito, at yung term ng oblique triangle ay ginagamit to solve the parts of the triangle using law of sines and law of cosines. Okay? But sa video na to, ang i-discuss natin ay yung law of sines. So, to solve a triangle means to find the measures of all three sides and three angles. So, kapag magsosolve tayo ng triangle, ibig sabihin po nun, hahanapin natin yung measure ng lahat ng three sides at saka three angles ng triangle. At least 3 of these values are required, including at least one side. So, consider natin yung triangle na ito. So, meron tayong tatlong angles. We have angle A, angle B, at saka angle C. And then, we have segments or sides na side A, side B, at saka side C. So, you notice na yung magkakaparehong letter, side A at saka angle A ay opposite sila sa isa't isa. Same goes with angle B, tapos yung opposite side niya is side B, and then angle C, no? Yung opposite side niya is side C. Okay? So, lagi silang ganun. Ano po? So, at least 3 of them, no, ay given, regardless kung side yan or angle. But, isa dun dapat sa kanila ay yung side ng triangle. Yan yung given. Ano po? So, for example, kapag tatlong sides ng triangle ay given, yung side A, side B, at saka side C, so we can able to solve for the three angles of the triangle. Now, kung dalawa sa angles ng triangle ay given, like katulad ng angle B at angle C, so we can able to solve for angle A, tapos yung isa sa sides ng triangle ay let's say side C. So hanapin natin yung side A at saka yung side B. Okay? And remember po guys, no, ang total sum or total measure ng angles ng triangle ay 180, no? That is angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180. So lagi pong natin tatandaan yan in any triangle. Okay? Ayan po. Now, ano nga ba ang law of sides? It states that in any triangle, the ratio of its side length to the sine of its opposite angle is constant. So, ito po yung formula ng law of sines. We have A over sine of angle A equals B over sine of angle B and C over sine of C. So you notice na yung side pati yung yung angle niya in the same ratio ay opposite sa isa't isa. Okay? And they have the same ratio to each other. Okay? Ayan po. Or pwede nating isulat yung formula as sine angle A over A equals sine angle B over B equals sine angle C over C. Kumbaga, sila yung reciprocals ng naunang form. Sa video na ito ay gagamitin natin yung unang form ng law of sine. So, ito pong gagamitin natin throughout the video. Okay, so kailan ba natin gagamitin yung law of sines? So there are cases when to use law of sines. Number one, we have ASA or SAA case. Baka iisipin natin yung ASA tsaka SAA, di ba? Naalala natin yung congruence postulate, di ba? May SSS, SAS, ASA, mga ganyan. No, we are on the different context, no? Nasa context tayo ng oblique triangles, no? So, ano bang ibig sabihin ng ASA or SAA? Well, ito ay angle side angle at saka side angle angle. But anong context, no? Pagdating sa oblique triangle, two angles and one side are given. Ito naman pala, 'di ba? So pag sinabing SA or SAA, dalawa doon sa angles ay given and isang side ng triangle ay given din. Okay? Ang pinagkaiba nga lang sa ASA, yung side no, nasa gitna siya. So ibig sabihin included siya sa dalawang angle. Tapos sa SAA, no, since yung side ay hindi nasa gitna, so hindi siya included, no. But either way, two angles and one side are given. And pangalawa naman po is SSA or ambiguous case. So SSA means side-side angle, which means two sides and one non-included angle are given. So bale, sa video na ito, ang i-discuss natin ay yung unang case. So bale, yung second case po ay i-discuss natin sa next video. Okay? Ayan po. Now, so ano bang ibig sabihin ng ASA and SAA cases? So illustrate natin. So ito yung tinatawag na ASA case kung saan dalawa sa angles ay given kagaya nito, no? Angle A is 40 degrees while angle C is 35 degrees. Tapos yung side na given, yung isa sa sides ng triangle ay given din, which is included sa dalawang angles, no? 12 centimeters. Kaya tinawag itong ASA case. Sa kabilang banda naman, we have this one, no, kung saan ang given ay angle B, which is 57 degrees. Tapos angle A ay 74 degrees. Habang yung side na to, no, side BC or yung opposite ng angle A, which is side A, na 35 inches, no, which is not included sa dalawang angle na to. No, hindi siya sa gitna ng dalawang angle. Kaya tinawag siyang SAA case. Okay? So, kapag ASA tsaka SAA ang given, ibig sabihin gagamit tayo ng law of sine to solve a triangle. Okay? Now, we are going to solve the following triangles. So, number one, we have this triangle. So, first, para di tayo malito, isusulat natin yung given. So, we have angle A, 40 degrees, angle C, 35 degrees, and side B, kasi ang hinahanap C at saka A, so ang given dito ay side B, which is 12, no, or 12 cm. Okay? So, isusolve natin kung ano yung nawawala. So, since angle A at angle C ay given, ang nawawala sa angle ay angle B, tapos since si angle B ang given, ang isosolve natin is side A at saka side C. Okay? So, ang uunahin natin guys is since dalawa yung dalawang angles ang given, we can now able to solve for the third angle. No? So, remember po, yung sum ng tatlong angles ng triangle ay 180. So, ang gagawin po natin guys, no, is i-add natin yung 40 tsaka 35. So, 40 plus 35 is equal to 75. And then, to get the measure of angle B, subtract natin yung sum from 180. So, 180 minus 75 is equal to 105 degrees. So, ibig sabihin po, the measure of angle B must be 105 degrees. So, nasolve natin yung unang nawawalang part ng triangle. Okay? So, 105 degrees. Now, ang susunod nating isosolve is yung sides ng triangle. So, unahin muna natin si angle A. Ano po? So, dyan papasok si law of sines na formula. Ano? So, paano natin gagamitin yung yung formula na to? Well, isulat muna natin dito, 105 degrees. Para alam natin kung anong gagamitin natin. Ano po? So, as you can see, meron ng measure ng angle B at saka yung opposite side na B. Meron ng values. Ano po? So, this means, ang ratio na gagamitin natin ay ito. But, we need one more ratio to form an equation. So, kailangan gagamitin natin yung dalawa dito, kuha tayong dalawa dito para makabuo ng equation, and then masolve natin yung isang side ng triangle. So, one of them is this one, B over sine B. Okay. Now, since ang isusolve natin is angle A, gagamitin natin tong ratio na ito, A over sine of A. So, we have A over sine of A is equal to B over sine of B. And then, dito natin ipapasok yung values. Ano po? So, si side A na nasa taas, yan ang hinahanap. Diba? Over sine of angle A. So, ang angle A po natin ay 40 degrees. Ayan. Equals B. Ang side B po natin is 12 over sine of angle B. So, ang angle B is 105 degrees. Ayan. And then, para masolve natin si A, ang gagawin po natin is i-multiply natin both sides by sine of 40 degrees. Kagaya nito, So, i-multiply natin both sides by sine of 40 degrees. Yan. So, makakancel na tong sine of 40. Ang matitira na lang po ay si A. So, this will become A is equal to 12 over sine of 105 degrees, times sine of 40 degrees. And then from here, gagamit tayo ng calculator to reveal the value of A, yung naka-decimal value na. Okay? So, dito tayo gagamit ng scientific calculator, which is gagamitin natin to calculate the expression na nasa kanan. So, first, i-type muna natin yung 12, then i-divide natin sa sine of 105. So, pindutin yung sine, tapos 105. Hindi na kailangang i-type yung degree symbol. And then, maglagay tayo ng close parenthesis. No. Ayan po, ayusin natin. Tapos, ita-times natin sa sine of 40 degrees. Ayan po. So, kung ano yung lumabas sa screen ng calculator, yun po ang value, yung mismong value ng expression. So, isulat natin in 2 decimal places. So, we have 7.99. So, ibig sabihin, the measure of side A must be 7.99. Okay? So, nasolve natin yung ikalawang part or missing part ng triangle. Okay, ang last part na isosolve natin is yung side C. Pero yung procedure sa pag-solve ng side A ay parehas din naman. Kaso, ang gagamitin natin is C over sine of C para makuha natin yung value ng side C. Of course, since meron ng value ng angle B at saka yung opposite side niya na side B, meron ng value. So, of course, gagamitin pa rin natin ito, so that we can form another equation, So, unahin muna natin si C, kasi yun ang isosolve natin. So, C over sine of capital C is equal to B over sine of B. And then saka natin ipasok yung values. Ano po? So, yung side C, yan po yung hinahanap natin over sine of angle C. So, anong angle C natin? 35, diba? So, 35 degrees equals B. No? Side B is 12 as always. And then sine of angle B, which is 105 degrees. And then para ma-solve natin si sine C, we just multiply both sides by sine of 35. Katulad nito, no? Sine of 35 degrees, sine of 35 degrees. So, makakancel, matitira lamang C. Okay? So, C is equal to 12 over sine of 105 times sine of 35 degrees. No? And then, once again, gagamit tayo ng calculator to get the value. And then, ang gagawin po natin is i-type natin kung ano nakikita natin as before. No? So, 12 divided by sine of 105. No? Then, divided by times sine of 35 degrees. So kung ano yung lumabas sa screen ng calculator, yun po ang mismo value. So bale C is equal to 7.13. So ibig sabihin po guys, ano po, ang value ng side C ay 7.13 centimeters. Okay? Now, if we are going to summarize the answers here, no? Angle B is 105 degrees, side A is 7.99 centimeters, and side C is 7.13 centimeters. Okay, so yan po yung answer. And nasolve natin yung triangle for this one. Okay, so let's do another, no? But this time, ang given po rito, isusulat muna natin yung given para di tayo malito, no? Para maging organized tayo. So, angle A is 74 degrees, angle B is 57 degrees, habang si side A, which is, opposite siya ng angle A na given, 35 inches. Ano po? So, ang nawawala po, which is yan yung hinahanap, no? Since angle A tsaka angle B ay given, ang nawawala ay si angle C, and sa sides naman po ay side B and side C, since side A is given. Okay? So first, isosolve muna natin yung third angle ng triangle, no? Which is angle C, no? So to do that, i-add muna natin yung given measures. So 74 plus 57 is equal to 131. Okay? And then, para makuha natin si angle C, isubtract mo lang to from 180. So, 180 minus 131 equals 49 degrees. So, ibig sabihin, the measure of angle C is 49 degrees. So, ayan po yung first part na hinahanap natin. Okay? Now, let's proceed to solving the sides of a triangle, which requires using law of sines formula. So magumpisa tayo sa angle B. Ano po? So yung angle C po kanina is 49 degrees. So ano kaya ang gagamitin nating ratio this time? Ano po? So as you can see, si angle A at saka si side A ay parehong may value. So, ibig sabihin, ang isa sa ratios na gagamitin natin sa formula ay ito. Now, ang isosolve po natin ay side B. Kaya, ang gagamitin nating ratio ay ito. Ayan. So, itong dalawang gagamitin natin sa equation na ito to solve for side B. So, we have B over sine of B, no? Equals A over sine of A. And then dito natin ipapasok yung mga values, no? So we have B over sine of angle B. Ang angle B po rito ay 57, no? 57 degrees equals A. So ang angle A po, or side A rather, side A is 35 over sine of angle A, which is 74 degrees. And then i-multiply natin both sides by sine of 57 degrees para maiwan si B. So sine of 57, sine of 57. Okay, cancel. So maiwan si B, no? So B is equal to 35 over sine of 74 degrees times 57 degrees. So from here, gagamit tayo ng calculator pero hindi natin ipapakita sa video na ito. Basta alam nyo na yon kung paano i-input. And then after nyo i-input, pindutin yung equal sign, doon makikita yung sagot. So isulat na lang natin yung sagot directly, no? So the value of this expression is 30.54. Lagyan natin ng unit, no, inches, no? So ibig sabihin the measure of side B is 30.54 inches. Okay? Ayan po. Okay, so para naman sa last part, which is isosolve natin yung side C. So obviously sa formula ng law of sines, gagamitin natin yung ratio na C over sine of C. Okay? And then as always, nakikita natin na yung angle A at saka yung side A ay parehong mayroong known value. So ibig sabihin, gagamitin natin yung ratio na ito, A over sine of A. So that meron tayong equation C over sine of C is equal to A over sine of A. Okay? And then dyan natin isa-substitute yung mga values. So small c over sine of angle C, which is 49 degrees. And then we have A, side A is 35 all over sine of angle A, which is 74 degrees. And then para ma-solve si 3, i-multiply na lang natin both sides by sine of 49 degrees, just like this. So sine of 49 degrees. And then ika-cancel out, matira lamang si C, and then we have 35 all over sine of 74 degrees times sine of 49 degrees. And then dito tayo gagamit ng calculator, and we arrive the answer of C is equal to 27.48 inches. Okay, so this is the measure of side C. Okay, 27.48 inches. So to summarize, we have angle C 49 degrees, side B is 30.54 inches, and side C 27.48 inches. Yan po yung mga sagot. Okay, so that's all for today's topic, which is law of sides. And para sa second case, which is SSA or ambiguous case, i-discuss natin sa susunod na video. Okay, so I hope na meron kayong natutunan sa video na ito, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel para sa iba pang mga videos. As always, have a great day sa ating lahat.